your feet today. Every run's been a winner for me personally, and scores in now 62.75. That's exactly what we were talking about. One big feature up the top, and then a little lacking through the middle, and an average result, but for a run that would obviously be spectacular for most people. But you know, these are the world's best, and we're seeing some unbelievable skiing here. So Richard Amacker out of Nanda, Switzerland, our next rider to drop in.
Don't get confused of the insert. Fabian Lensch is not competing today, but here we have Richard Amacker out of Switzerland, and he can also go really fast in really hard conditions. What an amazing skier. Great technique.
And a first place finish for Richard here in Andorra on the qualifying series in 2011, so obviously quite a few years back. And his career highlight, a first place finish at Courmayeur Mont Blanc on the Freeride World Tour in 2012. So he does know how to pull out the wins. A disappointing 25th place finish in Cham, but starting well here in Andorra.
Absolutely, getting into the exposed parts.
Wow,
Executing
all right.
perfectly. In fact, the win in Courmayeur were in similar conditions, really hard packed. It was a short run back then. Not as many freestyle options at the bottom. Here he gets into the next, stumping it, getting in a little bit in the back seat. You can see having some control issues because of being pushed back to the bindings.
By the speed. Wow, that's the hard pack really on these landings. It just, the boys, the skis just take off. Obviously well waxed.
You can see the chatter of the skis. It's really still hard packed. It's not spring yet. We're still February.
No, and that is though why, if some of you tuned in earlier this morning expecting us to get things underway bright and early, as is the tradition here on the Swatch Freeride World Tour by the North Face. Today we were waiting for the sun to soften things up a bit. Not quite the case yet as we check out the replay from Richard Amacker.
Yeah, that was the top part. Again, here with the steep, you can do some jumps with steep landings. That's why we have a lot of good control sections. And here come the flatter landings, being pushed back to the bindings, and just missed that bump exactly.
A little ollie off it, actually. A little bit of air and style in there on that jump. And once again, as you can see on his helmet, Nanda, Switzerland, his home mountain.
Just around the corner from the Bec des Roses, where he has been competing on, also for 3 times, I think, already.
Ooh, that is a very good question. I don't have those stats in front of me. I know he got 9th in Verbier last season. There are 60.5 points and a 10th in Verbier in 2012. So he's competed on the Bec des Roses at least twice. And not really the run that Richard would have hoped for here today. But happy enough, top to bottom, on his feet. And living with the score that the judges have dropped him. Leo Slemet. Okay.
Next rider out of Chamonix.
That's right.